Have you ever realized that the women you're most drawn to often seem to slip through your fingers, while the ones you're not even focused on suddenly begin showing interest? It's not fate, and it's not coincidence. It's psychology at work. And once you understand how it plays out, you'll be able to make a woman chase after you in the majority of situations. The common mistake most men make when they feel a woman pulling away is that they overcompensate. They panic, they start texting more, they push harder to prove themselves, and they end up pouring energy into convincing her to stay. But here's the truth. Every act of desperation only creates more distance. Think about it. Have you ever pursued a woman so aggressively that her interests seem to vanish? That's because neediness acts like a repellent, while mystery and grounded confidence act like a magnet. Now, flip the perspective. Imagine her lying awake, staring at her phone, wondering why you haven't messaged her back. Picture her scrolling through your social media, trying to figure out who you're with, what you're doing, and why she's no longer your top priority. That's when she begins chasing. And trust me, there's nothing more satisfying than seeing the woman you desire work for your attention. This isn't about tricks or manipulative games. It's about creating a shift in energy. When you stop pouring endlessly into her and allow space, she senses the emptiness, and her instincts push her to close that gap. That's when her natural drive to pursue kicks in. By the time you finish this video, you'll know the exact moves that flip attraction in your favor. From that point on, you'll never feel like you're begging for affection again, because she'll be the one trying to win you over. 1. Stop chasing, start creating space. The very first step in getting her to chase you is deceptively simple, but incredibly effective. Stop doing all the chasing. Most men don't realize how much of their energy they give away when they're the ones always initiating, calling, texting, planning every outing, or constantly checking up on her. It's like holding a candle too close to the flame. The light doesn't last. Here's the truth. Women actually crave space. They need room to feel your absence, to miss your presence, to wonder what you're doing when you're not glued to them. If you're always available at the snap of a finger, she has no reason to reach out. But the moment you step back, even just slightly, her curiosity is sparked. And curiosity is the foundation of desire. Think about it from your own perspective. The last time a woman you liked suddenly stopped giving you attention, didn't it gnaw at you? Didn't it make you want her more just because she wasn't there? The same psychology works in reverse. When you pull back on constant attention, she feels a subtle void. Suddenly, the guy who was always easy to access is no longer right there, and that shift makes her restless. That restlessness drives her to reach for you. But here's where most men fail. They swing too far to the extreme and cut off contact entirely. That's not what this is about. It's not ignoring her, it's rebalancing. If she messages you, reply, but don't pounce the second her text arrives. If she wants to meet, agree, but let it fit around your schedule too. Show her that while she matters, you have your own life that comes first. This is what creates an attractive dynamic. She begins to wonder, why isn't he chasing me like before? What's different? Who's keeping him busy? Those questions compel her to act, to reach out, to put in effort. Remember, space isn't about distance, it's about fueling attraction. By allowing her the chance to miss you, she'll start craving your presence again. And when that happens, the chase is on. 2. Become the prize. If you want her running after you, you have to flip the mental script. Stop treating her as the reward and start seeing yourself as the prize. Most men elevate women so high that they forget their own value. But attraction changes the moment you project that you are the one worth winning. Women are instinctively drawn to men who carry themselves with value, standards, and a fulfilling life. Ask yourself this. If you're always proving yourself to her, what message are you sending? That she's above you. And if she believes she's above you, why would she ever feel the need to chase? On the other hand, when you position yourself as the man she's fortunate to be around, the dynamic flips. Suddenly, she feels the pressure to prove herself to you. That's when the chasing begins. How do you do this? It starts with self-respect. Stop tolerating behavior that disrespects your time or energy. If she ignores your texts, delays responses, or cancels last minute, Don't compensate with more effort. Pull back. Let her feel what happens when your attention is gone. Silence is often louder than confrontation. Next, pour energy into your life outside of her. Be a man with passions, goals, and purpose. Show her through your lifestyle that your world is exciting, with or without her. This subtly tells her that she's competing with your mission, your dreams, and your personal growth. That competition makes her chase harder. Here's something backed by psychology. People value what they invest effort into. If she has to work to get your attention, she cherishes it more. But if it's handed to her freely, she takes it for granted. Think of an auction. The more people bid, the more valuable the item seems, even if the item itself hasn't changed. That's how women view men who act as the prize. When you embody this, you'll notice the change. She'll start dressing to impress you. She'll initiate texts. She'll make plans. Not because you begged, but because she wants to keep you. Always remember, women don't chase men who need them. They chase men who don't need them, but choose them. That choice, that freedom, is where true attraction lies. 3. Master emotional control. To get her chasing, you must conquer something most men lose when feelings enter the picture: emotional control. Nothing turns a woman off faster than a man who's driven by insecurity, jealousy, or constant need for validation. Women have a sharp intuition. They can pick up on insecurity almost instantly. And once they sense it, attraction fades quickly. Think about it. When someone keeps blowing up your phone after you haven't replied, does it make you eager to respond? Or do you feel pressured and want to pull away? The same happens when you panic every time she pulls back. If you let your emotions control your reactions, she holds all the power. But if you stay calm, composed, and unaffected, she can't rattle you. And that stability is deeply attractive. Emotional control sends a powerful message. I enjoy you, but I don't depend on you for my happiness. That's seductive because it's rare. Most men collapse under pressure, triple texting, calling late at night, or begging for reassurance. But when you remain steady, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability fuels attraction. Here's how to build emotional control. Pause before reacting. If she takes hours to reply, don't rush to double text. Continue living your day. Channel your energy. Pour nervous energy into self-improvement. Hit the gym, work on your career, or pick up a hobby. She'll notice the difference. Keep perspective. Remind yourself, women are drawn to men who lead, not men who are ruled by their moods. Picture this scenario. She cancels plans last minute. The average guy lashes out or begs for a reschedule. A man with control smiles, says, "No worries," and enjoys his night anyway. What happens? She's sitting at home wondering why he isn't upset, who he might be with, and why she suddenly feels out of place in his world. That thought eats at her until she reaches back out. Emotional control doesn't mean being cold. It means showing steady interest without letting emotions dictate you. When she sees that she can't easily throw you off balance, she'll crave you even more. Because deep down, every woman wants a man who feels solid, safe, and unshakable. And that begins with mastering yourself. 4. Trigger her curiosity. If you want her chasing, you need to awaken curiosity, the most powerful psychological driver of attraction. When she feels like she can't fully figure you out, her thoughts loop around you. The more unanswered questions she has, the more she feels pulled toward you. Most men sabotage themselves by oversharing. They give away everything too soon. Their daily routine, their feelings, their plans. At first, it feels like bonding, but in reality, it kills mystery. If she already knows every detail, where's the intrigue? Where's the chase? Think of your favorite book or movie. It didn't reveal everything at once. It hooked you with suspense and anticipation. Attraction works the same way. Mystery keeps her engaged. So, how do you spark curiosity? Don't over-explain. If she asks what you're up to, say, "Handling a few things, I'll fill you in later." That's more intriguing than listing chores. Show, don't tell. Post hints of your life without full context, a skyline shot, an interesting meal, or a new book. She'll wonder where you are, who you're with, and why she wasn't included. Be unpredictable. If you always text at the same time or suggest the same dates, she knows your rhythm. Break patterns. Delay a reply sometimes. Suggest something new. Here's a simple example. End a conversation with, "I've got something fun to tell you, but I'll save it for when we meet." For the next day, her mind spins. What is it? Why didn't he say it? When she sees you, she's eager, leaning in, waiting for the reveal. Remember, attraction isn't about giving everything, it's about leaving her hungry for more. Curiosity creates that hunger, and hunger makes her chase. 5. Show confidence through detachment. Confidence is magnetic, but true confidence shows itself through detachment. Detachment doesn't mean cold indifference. It means you enjoy her presence but don't depend on it. That calm strength makes her lean in. Most men ruin attraction by doing the opposite. They cling. They seek constant validation. They panic at the thought of losing her. That fear bleeds into their behavior, and nothing dries up attraction faster. Detachment means you desire her but aren't afraid to walk away if respect or effort is missing. That energy communicates abundance, that you have a fulfilling life, with or without her. And when she feels she isn't your only source of fulfillment, she begins to chase harder. Here's how to practice it. Keep living. If she cancels, enjoy your night anyway. If she delays a reply, don't stare at your phone. Use that time to grow. Hold your standards. Don't tolerate poor treatment just to keep her. If she crosses a line, let her see you're willing to step back. Shift perspective. Instead of thinking, "I hope she likes me," think, "Does she meet my standards?" Picture two men. One floods her with messages, watches her stories religiously, reacts to every post. The other responds on his time, engages when he chooses, and keeps his life full whether she's around or not. Which man will she chase? The second, because she knows if she doesn't invest, she could lose him. Confidence through detachment makes you rare. You're no longer just another man trying to impress her. You're the man she feels lucky to hold on to, and that's when the chase ignites. 6. Build sexual tension. If you want her truly chasing, you must master sexual tension. This isn't about physicality alone, it's about energy. The way you look at her, the pauses in your words, the playful restraint. Tension is about stirring desire without rushing to close it. Most guys fail here by going to extremes. Some rush straight into physical contact, leaving no time for anticipation. Others avoid intimacy altogether, getting stuck in the friend zone. The key is balance. Show desire, but hold back enough to spark her imagination. Here are ways to build it. Eye contact. Hold her gaze a second longer than usual, not staring, but letting her feel the charge. Playful touch. Guide her with a light hand on her back, brush fingers briefly, then pull away. Voice control. Slow your words, lower your tone, and let silence hang briefly. It builds intensity. Tease her. Blend playful banter with subtle compliments. Imagine this scene. You're talking, she says something funny. Instead of just laughing, you lean in, smile, and softly say, "You really don't know what you do to me when you look at me like that." Then pull back and change topics. She'll think about it for hours. Sexual tension works because it leaves things unfinished. It's like starting a fire and then stepping back. She feels the heat and craves more. Her imagination fills the gaps, and that craving makes her pursue. Remember, attraction is emotional, mental, and physical. Tension hits all three. Create it, and she'll chase to satisfy it. 7. Reward her effort. Here's the golden rule. If you want her to keep chasing, give her a payoff when she does. Too many men either chase endlessly with no return or play hard to get forever, offering nothing back. Both kill attraction. The secret is balance. Reward her when she invests. Chasing only feels exciting when effort leads to something. If she dresses up, initiates plans, or texts first, and you respond with cold indifference, she'll stop trying. But if you acknowledge and appreciate her effort, she'll be encouraged to do more. Reward doesn't mean worship. It means showing appreciation with confident masculinity. For example, if she compliments you, smile and say, "I like hearing that from you." If she plans something, tell her, "I love how you thought of this." If she initiates affection, pull her close and show her it affects you. The psychology is simple. People repeat what gets rewarded. If her investment is noticed, she'll invest more. Imagine she cooks your favorite meal. The average man says, "Thanks." The man who understands the chase smirks and says, "Careful. If you keep treating me like this, I might get addicted to you." That playful reward fuels her desire to impress you again. The key is timing. Don't hand out validation when she hasn't earned it. It cheapens your attention. But when she genuinely invests energy, affection, or thought, reward it in a way that makes her feel it was worth it. Women want to feel wanted too. They want to know their efforts matter. When you reward her at the right moments, chasing becomes enjoyable for her. So if she leans in, meet her halfway. If she gives effort, show her it works. That balance keeps her chasing, not once, but continuously. In the end, making her chase you isn't about gimmicks. It's about shifting your energy. Stop over pursuing, embody the prize, control your emotions, spark curiosity, stay detached with confidence, build irresistible tension, and reward her efforts. Do that and the dynamic naturally flips. She'll be the one thinking about you nonstop, chasing after you, not because you begged, but because she wants to.